I remember the snap of my ribs more than the fall, the way the tile floor rushed up to meet me, and her voice, sweet, venomous, almost playful, whispering, "You deserved it." My sister, Bria. I tried to speak, but the pain anchored me. My parents ran, not to me, but to her. My mother stroked her hair like she was the victim. My father asked softly, "It was an accident, right, Bria?" She nodded with that perfect fake innocence. And I lay broken, silent, invisible. What they didn't know was that the red light above the hall blinked. Security camera. The head nurse had seen everything. She had already pressed record. That's when I stopped being the victim. Bria was my shadow growing up, clinging, watching, copying. If I painted, she smeared her fingers in my colors. If I won a trophy, she suddenly wanted to play the same sport. But envy has sharp teeth. She didn't want to be me, she wanted to erase me. It started small, my missing sweater turning up in her room, her lies, casual, rehearsed, about how I stole from her. Our parents believed every word. They always did, because Bria was the golden one, the girl who could do no wrong. I was just the problem. The hospital made it worse. Every night they visited her, not me. They told the nurses, "Don't listen to her, she exaggerates. Bria didn't push her, she trips a lot." I stayed silent, let them write their own story, because mine was already unfolding. The nurse, the one who pressed record, slipped me a flash drive. "Keep this safe," she whispered. It was proof. The video was clear, Bria's shove, her smirk, my body tumbling down the stairs. Evidence they could never bury. I didn't rush. Revenge needs patience. I let my wounds heal. I let my family grow comfortable, smug in their blindness. When I was discharged, I pretended gratitude, hugged my parents, smiled at Bria. She leaned into me and whispered, "Still alive? Shame." Her mistake. I started small. Screenshots of messages, copies of her borrowed credit card purchases, old videos from school fights she thought were erased. Piece by piece, I built a portrait of the real Bria. And then I chose my stage. Family dinner. Crowded, loud, relatives stuffed into chairs, plates clattering. The perfect audience. Bria was glowing as usual, telling stories, taking the spotlight. My parents laughed, oblivious. I waited until she lifted her glass. Then I set my phone on the table, pressed play. The screen showed her hands on my shoulders, the push, my body breaking against the floor, her smile. Silence fell heavy, the clatter of a fork dropping. Bria froze, her face drained. "No, no, that's not," she stammered. But I wasn't done. I tapped again. Screenshots filled the screen. Her credit card thefts, her mocking texts about me, her accidents spanning years. Gasps cut through the room like knives. My aunt whispered, "Oh my God!" My parents, their faces collapsed. My mother's hand shook. My father couldn't look at me. "Accident?" I finally spoke. My voice was steady, cold. "Still want to call it that?" Bria lunged for the phone, but I pulled back. Too late. Everyone had seen. And that's when the second phone buzzed in my pocket. The one I'd given to the nurse. Live stream. Every relative who couldn't make it was watching. No one could cover for her. No one could twist the story this time. Bria screamed, denied, clawed. But the room had already turned. The weight of their stares was her new prison. I didn't need to shout. I didn't need to fight. I just watched her unravel, her own lies strangling her. The fallout was quick. The police called. The hospital filed a report. My parents tried to plead ignorance, but the video spoke louder than their excuses. Bria's golden glow shattered. School, friends, family, all gone. Her name, once adored, now whispered like a curse. And me? I walked away. Not with joy, not with sorrow, just release. They built her pedestal on my silence. They forgot silence can be weaponized. Now she knows. Now they all know. I can still hear her words sometimes. You deserved it. But she was wrong. I didn't deserve the fall. She deserved the ending. And I gave it to her.